Hi, my name's Dowdell. I'm here to do the second practical assessment today. The preparation part of the assessment. I've already gone through and checked all the equipment that we'll be using today for potential hazards and to make sure that they're in working order. I've got all the program set for today, and we're ready to go. G'day Brad, how you doing, mate?
Thanks, Jess.
Great to see you again. You ready for your workout today?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, ready
awesome.
to go.
Now, do you have any problems before we do get started? You need to tell me about any injuries, concerns, or anything like that?
No, I'm ready to go, mate.
Ready to go? Okay, I'll give you a brief outline. What we're going to do, similar to the last session, is that we're going to do a strength component to today's workout. So we've got a variety of exercises with that. Then we've got a cardio component as well at the end. Are you excited for the session, mate?
Yeah, mate, I can't wait.
Good. Okay, mate, for the warm-up part of the session today, we're just going to get you to jump on the bike. We've got it all sized up for you here, so the seat's the right height. The dial's set at a pretty low intensity to start. So I think we're ready to go, mate. If you want to jump on, we'll spend about maybe 3 or 4 minutes doing this. Just getting the legs over, getting a little bit of sweat up, getting warmed up. And yeah, as you go, mate, we'll just increase the intensity. But how's your day been today, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet? What have you been up to?
Just went out for breakfast this morning.
Yeah?
About it.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So if you want to just increase the intensity there, got the dial there, that's great. You can be in control of that. Yeah. So I'll just briefly explain what we're going to do next, mate. We're going to get into some push-ups, we're going to do some seated row, and then some lunges as part of the strength component of our session today. So you're finding that, mate? You're warming up?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, mate. The first exercise of the strength component of today's program, what we're going to do is we're going to do the bench press, okay? So I'll just explain a little bit about the bench press. It's primarily working the pecs, but as well as that, the front of the shoulders, so the anterior deltoids, as well as the triceps when you push out. Okay, so when we do start the bench press, I want it to be kind of slow and controlled. Okay, so you don't want it going down too fast, and you certainly don't want it crashing off your rib cage. Okay, so about maybe 3 seconds on the way down. Just hold a second and 3 seconds on the way up. That's an important thing safety-wise with the bench press is always make sure you have a spotter. Okay, very, very important. If you get in trouble, you need that spotter there to help you out. Another important thing is to, after you put the plates on, is to always use your collars. Okay, so always put the collars on, just in case you lose control of the bar. You don't want the plates falling off. Okay. So I'm just going to show you right now, just a brief demonstration of the bench press that will get you in the squatter's position. Now you want to just line your hands up roughly just outside your shoulder width. And if I can just get you to help the bar off, is there, and then down slowly to your chest, so about 3 seconds, and up. Up. Try and really keep your core engaged. Back nice and straight. Right, more racket. Cool. Okay. Alright, mate. Now if you want to jump in, and I'll get in the squatter's position. So yep, hands just roughly outside the shoulders, great. I'll lift off. 1, 2, 3. Great, just slowly down, about 3 seconds. Good. Great, keep that core engaged. Back nice and straight, good. We'll do 8 of these, that's 3, great. 4, 5, nice mate, really good job. 6, that's 7. Last one, mate, we'll rack it. Good. Alright. How'd you feel doing that, mate?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Yeah.
Felt good?
Yeah.
No dramas with that?
No.
Great. Good effort. Good job. Okay, mate, great work with the bench press. Now, the second part of our strength component, what we're going to do is we're going to do this seated row, okay? So, with the seated row, it's basically going to work your lats, traps, rhomboids, as well as your biceps, okay? So, again, that pulling towards you with your biceps. I'm just going to briefly show you, and then we'll get you straight into it, mate, okay? So, what you want to do is just grab a seat on the floor, feet up against it, and then start with the knees slightly bent, just so you can grab the handles, and then as we extend, just going to slide our bum back and extend. We don't want to lock out our knees, okay? We want to keep them slightly bent, and as we go backwards with the movement, we want our elbows kind of close to our body and really driving those shoulders towards each other almost, okay? Keeping our back nice and straight and core engaged. And same deal with the bench press, it's going to be about 3 seconds, okay? So you don't want to be out of control, you want to be in control the whole time. Okay, here we go. Just hold it for a second and then 3 seconds back, okay? So really squeeze those shoulders together, back straight, core engaged. Concentric phase, so we want to inhale concentric, eccentric, exhale. Alright mate, you want to jump in there? Sure. Great, keep that core stable, back nice and straight, great. Yep, just keep these knees slightly bent. And pull, yep, good, squeeze the shoulders back together, that's great. About 3 seconds. That's great. We'll do 8 of these, that's 3, good job. Inhale on the way in, exhale on the way out. Good. That's nice, yep, back nice and straight, good. Great job. One more. Good. Now as you release, just bend your knees a bit further. Yep. Great. How'd you feel doing that, mate?
Yeah, felt good.
Felt good? No problems with that at all?
No.
Great, you did great. Good job. Okay, mate, great work with the seated row and with bench press. The last bit of our strength component, what we're going to do is we're going to do some lunges, okay? So we're just going to use our body weight to start off with. As you progress, you obviously use more weight. You can do it with the dumbbells on either side or even the bar on the shoulders, okay? So with the lunge, it's primarily using your quads, your glutes and your hamstrings. Very important to remember to try and keep your hips from wobbling. You want to keep your core engaged, okay? You want to keep your back straight the whole time. And as you step forward, you don't want your knee to go over your toes, okay? That can just put a bit too much strain on the knees. So what we're going to do is we're going to do alternating legs, okay? So right first, then left. We're just stepping forward and down and back up, okay? And then swap over. Really engaging that core. So again, you're not wobbling, nice and straight, back straight. Push it back. Again, don't want your knee going too far over your toes. Just stretch out to where it's comfortable. Okay, one more. You got that? You're comfortable with that? Yep. Okay, let's give it a go. That's good. Really nice. Yep, the knees aren't over the toes. Yep, that's great. Good, back nice and straight. Good, keep that core engaged. Are you feeling it in your legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, one more on either side. Good. That's great. Great effort. Yep, your back was straight. Knees went over the toes. You did feel it through your legs? Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty intense workout, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. Great effort, mate. Good job. Okay, mate, we're back here at the bench press. Just with our strength component, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that the client may have like problems with low blood pressure, knee problems or back problems. So it's important to remember if the client does have low blood pressure, it's really crucial that there's a spotter present. You probably want to use the talk test as well, so making sure that the client, in this case you, is fine, is not feeling dizzy or faint or anything, as they are maybe susceptible to that, having low blood pressure. Knee problems are usually okay with the bench press, obviously not using your legs so much. With the lower back pain, I will demonstrate one thing in a second, but if the client, is having problems with back pain whilst performing the bench press, they can actually raise their knees, and this will create like a flatter back on the bench, rather than getting maybe a bit of curvature in the spine when doing that. So I'll just demonstrate that, mate. If you want to jump into the spotter's position. So a regular bench press, if you just want to help me off, be like this. If the client is having trouble with that, they can raise their knees at 90-degree angle, just to get, or even cross it as well, just to get that flatter back. So I'll do that. Cool. This can help with keeping the back straight as well. Okay. The other thing is when the client with perhaps low blood pressure is getting up, we'll need to make sure they do get up slowly, okay? Because if they do get up too quickly, they can get that rush of blood to the head and start feeling woozy and faint. Yep. Okay?